Hi, today we're here to talk about a really interesting automation that you can do with Notion. We're going to generate PDF files completely in automation from a Notion database. As you can see, I have got a subcontractor agreement construction form opened up over here. And once a user fills in all the details in this particular form and they click on submit, the responses will go to this responses window inside this Notion database. Once you receive any responses over here, I want to set up an automation which will automatically create me PDF file for every response that is being captured. I have already created two dummy submissions from the particular form and I'm looking to create PDF files out of this. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This will help me create PDFs on automation from Google document with the help of a Notion database. So we already have a Notion database over here. We need to create a Google document which will be our template file, and then we can produce the PDFs on automation. Essentially, you can do this for reports, invoices, any contracts, certificates, or even quotations that you are generating in your business on a day-to-day basis. Let's click on create PDF and quickly understand how the automation will work. So I'm going to quickly sign in and then we will begin with the automation setup. Once you are logged in, you are asked to add a Notion database, which we obviously have over here, which we can add. Then we need to add a document. So this document will be our template file, which will help us create the proper automation. After this, we need to map the fields of the database onto the document one by one, and then the PDFs can be created on automation mode. Let me click on add Notion database, and what I need to do is I need to copy this database title which we have over here. So make sure you are copying the title of the database directly. Go inside this section and click on select pages and simply put the database title right over here. Okay, if you do that, you will be able to see the form appear over here. Click on this and the form is now added, and then you can click on allow access to give access. But before that, I want to highlight one thing. If you are adding the database by simply selecting these pages, it won't help you because the database being added will not be coming out correctly and the experience will not be good. So always enter the database title through the search pages and select from the list that appears below that. Okay. If your database contains any relation properties, so let's say my subcontractor agreement consultation form is connected with database A and database B through relation property. So I need to add database A and database B over here as well. So make sure you're adding the main database, that is the subcontractor agreement consultation form. You're also adding any relational databases such as the database A and database B. If you do that, then only the PDF file which will be created will have all the relation and roller properties intact, and you will be able to see the relation and roller values. Okay, so make sure you're adding all the databases through the search pages, including the relational databases. Now let's click on allow access, and now it will give access to this particular database which we are going to use for the automation. It takes a while to load the database, so if you're not able to see your database, simply click on reload database or even refresh the page once or twice and the database will correctly appear. Okay, so let's see if we already have the database available. We do not have it right now. Let me click on reload databases once again, and hopefully we'll be able to get it this time. It takes a while to load the database, so please have patience and just try refreshing once or twice and the database will appear. It is still not yet here. Let me refresh it once again and let's see if the database comes up, and then we will look into the further steps. So we do not have the database yet. Let me refresh once again. Yes, so now we can see the subcontractor agreement consultation form coming over here. So I will select this, and all the properties of the particular form will be visible over here, one below the other. I can use these properties to map onto the document, which will be helpful to create the PDF files. But first things first, I need to add a document. So click on add Google document. And if you already have a subcontractor agreement construction form template inside your drive, click on existing document and choose the particular document from the list of documents that appear. Okay, I do not have any document available, so what I will do instead is I will add a demo document which I can use for the automation. Click on add demo document, and the document will automatically be created with all the properties already mapped. Okay, so you can see every property has already been mapped over here inside the placeholders. So I can see all the properties inside this double curly brackets already visible over here. So essentially, whatever columns you have in the database, they're already added onto this document inside double curly brackets. So these are the properties which will be replaced with the values from the database, and it will automatically convert to PDF after this. As an example, the scope of work that you see over here will be converted with the scope of work value that you have over here, and a PDF will be created replacing these values from the database over here. Okay. If you want to manually map any property, simply click on copy. Let's say I want to add the project timeline. Go to the document wherever you want to put it and simply use Control V or Command V. Okay, so this places the property onto the document and it maps the property live inside the document. Okay, you can do live mapping, but my mapping is already done, so I do not need to do that as every field is automatically added up over here. Okay. Besides this, if you want to name the PDF file, this is the column. So let's say I want to define all the PDF file by the scope of work. So whatever is present inside scope of work, I will use that. So I will simply select scope of work from here, and all the PDF file will be created using this scope of work column. Okay. And one more thing to notice over here is that if you scroll to the right side, you will be able to see these two columns, generate PDF and PDF file. Make sure to mark the records as ready to generate whatever you want to convert as PDF file. Only when you put this records as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created over here. Okay, so make sure to use this. And let me reload this once again as we just change the property so that it captures all the values correctly. Okay, so everything is all set up. Let's click on download PDF, and now it will automatically start generating the PDF file, and it will save the PDF file inside this database in this particular column, as well as it will download the PDF file onto the downloads directory. So I can see the file popping up over here. Click on this and the file will automatically be loaded up with all the placeholders added. Okay, let's see the second one. This also generates the PDF file with all the values added. Okay, so we got two files quickly generated with all the values correctly loaded up. Okay, this is how the automation works. Besides this, the best part of this tool is you can simply click on setup Notion automation, and this will automate the PDF process forever. This means now I do not need to come to PDF output to generate the PDF file anymore. I can simply turn this record to ready to generate whatever I want to create as PDF, and the PDF file will be created right over here. So whenever a user will click on submit and a new response comes up, simply mark the record as ready to generate and the PDF will automatically be stored in the database. This makes it really useful and handy to directly generate the PDF right inside the database, as you do not need to go to PDF output and again go to the database to create the PDF. Everything happens live inside the database. Okay. I hope this explanation was clear and helpful to you. If you still have questions, use this chat bubble and send me a message. I'll be around to assist you with any issues as soon as you see the message. Otherwise, you can simply sign out and go to the bottom of the page where you can see the contact section. Click on this and send me an email with whatever issues you're facing. I'll be able to help you out. You even have an option to go with a free demo. So I will be able to provide any free demo sessions